Growing mushrooms at home is easier than you might think, especially when you use materials that are readily available in rural communities. One of the most common and effective substrates is rice straw, which provides the perfect balance of nutrients and structure for many edible mushroom varieties. To begin, collect the rice straw after harvest, ideally within a few days of cutting, so it has not become too dry or brittle. Lay the straw in small bundles under a simple shade structure to protect it from direct sunlight and rain. After 2 or 3 days of airing, it becomes more flexible and ready for preparation. Next, pasteurization helps reduce competing organisms that could overwhelm your mushroom spawn. Heat water in a large container until it reaches a gentle simmer. Then, submerge the straw bundles for about 1 hour. This process softens the fibers and lowers the number of wild molds or bacteria. After heating, drain the straw and allow it to cool until it feels only slightly warm to the touch. Avoid letting the straw sit too long in stagnant water, as this can invite unwanted pathogens. Once the straw is cooled and slightly damp, it is time to introduce the mushroom spawn. Wearing clean gloves, break the bundles apart and spread the strands loosely on a clean surface. Sprinkle the spawn evenly among the fibers, working it in gently so that every bit of straw carries a few grains of spawn. This step requires some patience, as distributing spawn thoroughly ensures faster and more uniform growth. After mixing, reassemble the straw into small blocks or tight bundles and wrap each one in perforated plastic sheeting or old rice sacks with small holes for air exchange. Choose a corner of the home that remains cool and shaded, such as under a porch or inside a simple shed. Stack the wrapped straw bundles on wooden pallets or bricks to keep them off the ground and allow air to circulate underneath. Maintain humidity by misting the bundles lightly with clean water once or twice a day. The ideal temperature for most mushroom species ranges between 20 and 25 degrees Celsius. Avoid exposing the bundles to direct midday sun or strong drafts, both of which can dry the substrate too quickly. Within 10 to 14 days, you will begin to see the white web-like growth of mycelium spreading across the straw. This spawn run phase is critical, as a fully colonized block will produce the best fruiting bodies. Continue to mist gently to keep the surface moist, but not waterlogged. If you notice any green or dark patches of mold, increase airflow slightly by opening more holes in the covering or adjusting the stacking arrangement to improve ventilation. When the mycelium forms a solid white sheet over the straw, it is ready for fruiting. Remove the plastic or sack covering and spray the bundles thoroughly, simulating light rain or fog. This triggers the development of mushroom pins, small knots of tissue that will soon grow into full mushrooms. Keep humidity high by misting twice daily, and ensure the ambient light is gentle, like filtered sunlight or a low-wattage bulb placed at some distance. After pin formation, mushrooms can grow rapidly, reaching harvest size in just 3 to 5 days. Harvesting is simple. Twist the mushrooms gently at their base, or use a clean knife to cut them away from the straw. Avoid pulling too hard, as this can damage remaining mycelium and reduce subsequent flushes. After the first harvest, continue misting and maintaining humidity. Most straw-based cultivation yields 2 to 3 flushes of mushrooms before the substrate exhausts its nutrients. Between cycles, you can refresh the straw by soaking it lightly in clean water and re-wrapping it for another round of fruiting, though yields may decline over time. Once the bundle no longer produces mushrooms, the spent straw makes excellent garden mulch or soil amendment, returning nutrients and beneficial organisms to your vegetable beds. Using rice straw and minimal equipment, families can turn agricultural byproduct into a steady supply of nutritious food and a modest source of income. With careful attention to cleanliness, humidity, and temperature, home mushroom cultivation becomes a rewarding activity that complements existing farming practices. Over time, experimenting with different local substrates such as coconut coir or cardboard can expand your options. But the simple method of straw and spawn remains a proven starting point for any aspiring mushroom grower.